Hey guys, welcome to Chat with KSC. It's your girl Kay, and today we're going to be discussing Nicki Minaj versus Young Miami. OMG, who saw the Twitter war going on between Nicki Minaj and Young Miami? And I wouldn't say it's a Twitter war, that's just a metaphor for what I saw going on. I was like kind of sitting on the edge of my seat, like what is going on? What are they gonna say next? But essentially what happened, I'm not gonna go verbatim like what exactly each party says. I'm just gonna give you guys a synopsis of what happened. Basically, Young Miami sat down with Summer Walker and she tweeted out that she was going to get into some things, right? But for those of you who know Nicki Minaj and who are big barbs, know that hey, get into some things is Nicki Minaj's thing that she says on her radio show, Queen Radio. So she was just like, hey, Nicki Minaj was like, she tweeted out like, hey, I'm gonna reach out to Diddy and tell Diddy that there's somebody on his platform using my my slang. So then, you know, at first they were joking, it was like a little jokey joke back and forth, but then it kind of got serious between them. You know, where you could tell that Young Miami was a bit annoyed by the back and forth, where I felt like Nicki Minaj was just trolling. I feel like Young Miami was annoyed by her trolling. Let me read I'm gonna read some of the messages for you guys just to paint a picture. I wasn't going to, but let me read it for you, right? So Nicki Minaj, so let me explain, right? So Nicki Minaj said what she said about accusing Miami of using her slang. Then Young Miami says, hey, the slang is gay people's slang, it's not, I didn't get it from you, right? Then Nicki Minaj says, talking about gay slang, Caresha, please, let's ask the gays, Miss Bitch. Then Young Miami says, bring me on Queen Radio, I'm ready when you are, Miss Bitch. Then Nicki Minaj says, stops typewriter, looks at the first legal draft, rips it up, hears Puff desperately calling my line, doesn't answer, gets my questions ready for Miss Caresha. So then Young Miami says, desperately, it's never given that, Nicki, let's be for real. So it's basically like they were going back and forth about the Caresha going on Queen Radio, but it was like, I don't know, it was like one of those tense moments where you couldn't tell if they were being facetious or for real. You couldn't tell if they were like annoyed or mad at each other, or they were just showing each other love. I feel like on the surface level, it was like, oh yeah, it's a key moment, but behind it, I feel like what they were saying was really, really true to each other. So I just feel like there is tension between Young Miami and Nicki Minaj. I feel like it may not be tension enough for the ladies to fight or go back and forth and argue, but definitely some tension. Nicki Minaj ended up saying that, hey, you know, she has her strategies and her way of maneuvering in the industry, so just kind of let her be her and let her do her thing. Young Miami didn't say much on it after that, so, you know, they both came out with songs. The very next day, actually, or either the next day or the next 2 days, where Nicki Minaj came out with the song Pound Town 2, where she remixed Sexy Red's song, and I feel like her verse on that was banging. And then I'm trying to remember the name of Young Miami's song that came out with the City Girls, Diddy and Fabulous. I think it was Act Bad. I'm gonna review it on the channel. I like the beat. The beat was catchy. I like the fact that Young Miami was being very like vocal on the track. I felt like they kind of suffocated JT though, where JT is the person who is the lyricist of the City Girls group. But anyway, I'm gonna do the review of the songs on the channel. This is not time for the review, but anyway, I want to hear your thoughts and comments down below. Do you think the beef between Young Miami and Nicki Minaj is like for real? Do you think they were being facetious? What do you think? Do you think it's a problem, or do you think they're good? Share your thoughts and comments down below, and we'll chat next time. Bye!